first go to Ashley from Minneapolis, who did a little bit of investigative research to find an important fact out about The Last Dragon.
Hi, Paul. This is Ashley from Minneapolis, and I was just calling to point out that the 3 Asian gentlemen that hung outside of the fortune cookie factory were named Hugh Yi, Wu Yi, and Du Yi, like they were semi-related to Scrooge McDuck and Donald Duck. Thanks. Bye.
You see, this is why that movie works. So many levels, so many things to uncover. It's like Inception wrapped up in Oliver Stone's JFK, mysteries and riddles all there for us to solve. It keeps on paying off on the rewatch. It's really the primer of karate films. Okay, let's check out this. This is Justin from Cincinnati.
Paul, this is Justin from Cincinnati. I need your advice. So I just got a new job, and it's kind of a non-profit, so usually a casual wear sort of job. And I sent an email to the boss saying, hey, I know this is kind of childish, but, what exactly should I wear when I come in tomorrow? And she goes, it's pretty casual, maybe a nice shirt and jeans. That's pretty casual. Here's the deal, though. I wear a hat, and not like a silly trucker hat or something, but like a short build, cool hat every day. Every day of my life I wear it. Do you think it's cool to wear the hat to work? Is that casual? Does that fit the casualness? Or is that too casual? I really don't know. Need your help, man. Love the episode. Love the show.
Dude, no. You can't wear a fucking hat. Hat is not casual. Okay, I'm sorry. I know. I get it. But hats, they're like the ugly duckling. No one wants them. We acknowledge that they're there, but you can't wear a hat to work. I don't know why it makes you more unprofessional. The only time you can wear a hat to work is if you're piloting some sort of spaceship, because it seems like every movie that takes place in the future, the pilot is wearing a cowboy hat. I feel like that's the only time it's appropriate for you to be wearing some sort of a hat on your head. You wouldn't go into a law office or any, unless you're like designing like web design stuff. I think you can get away with a hat there, but hats in the workplace, as much as I'd like to say yes, I feel like it's a big no. Tell me, people, am I wrong? I don't think I am. So Justin, keep the hat in your back pocket, bring it with you to work, and then play it out. Play it by ear. But I'm saying do not go in there wrong and strong with that hat on your head, man. Take it from me. All right, let's hear from our good friend, Pete from Texas.
Hey, Paul. It's Pete in Leander, Texas. Just wondering who would win in a kumite. Frank Dukes, played by Jean-Claude Van Damme, or Bruce Leroy, played by Taimak. Thanks.
Pete, this is a real Sophie's choice of a question you asked me here. I have to say that as good as Frank Dukes is in Bloodsport, he doesn't have the glow. Leroy Green has the glow. Plus, he's not really fucking. So he's keeping all that energy inside of him. He's a focus machine. He's not just having sex with randos, okay? So I'm going to say the glow plus pure mental focus is going to help Leroy Green win in the kumite. I got to just say it. I think that's who's going to win. Here's a little interesting fact.
Hi, my name's Rebecca. I don't have a question. I just wanted to share that I took my first, my level 1 class in improv at the UCB with the fellow who played Leroy in The Last Dragon. And he was not shy about sharing that fact, and I had not seen it, but he was very nice. Thank you.
Bam! She just drops that and runs. Rebecca was like, here's there's no more, no less. He took UCB classes. I'm an alumni of UCB. One of the first people who took classes there, along with Jason and even Jim. And now the man, Timek, I believe his name is taking the UCB classes. And you know what? I would love to do an ASCAT with Timek. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make an announcement right now. Timek, I do a show at UCB in LA, 9:30s, Wednesday night. If I'm there, you have an open invite to play at Facebook. I have to, of course, ask the rest of my cast about that. But you know what? You're Timek. We don't care. We love you. Get on that stage with us. Improvise. And finally, Ryan brings it all together.
Hey, this is Ryan Shepard from Wisconsin. I am calling not with a question, just an interesting connection that I realized after listening to the latest episode. There is an old-ish rap song by West Side Connection called Bow Down that has always had a line that never made sense to me until now. They reference the movie saying, "All y'all can kiss my Converse like show enough." Never had any clue what that meant until this episode, so thank you for clearing that up. Thanks.
Well, that is what this movie is for, to help you better understand your life and the things going on in your life. I didn't know about the rap group West Side Connection, but there you go. If you have questions for me, give me a call every week at 619-PAUL-ASK. That's 619-PAUL-ASK. I want to hear from you. I want to hear about your problems, stuff like the hat. I want to hear about stuff from the movie. Either way, just give us a call. I love hearing from you. And if you called already and we didn't play your call, that means it's a race. So you get a brand new chance to ask another question. All right, people. If you're going to come see us in Boston, there only are a few tickets left to our late Boston show. If you don't know about our Boston show, it's November 10th, following our New York show, and I believe our New York show is on November 9th. Are sold up, but definitely check it out. They're both on Ticketmaster. And I wanted to also let you know that Nick Kroll created a show called Big Mouth that stars Jason Mantzoukas. They're little animated kids learning how to, I don't know, go through puberty together. It's kind of a nostalgic look back at what it was like to see your body changing. June plays a really funny role on the show as well, and even I make an appearance. I make an appearance as Kirk Blazarian, Jason's brother. So definitely check out Big Mouth, streaming now on Netflix. All right, people. Last week we saw The Last Dragon. And this week we will be seeing something even more scary. Yes, Leroy Jones had the glow, but he did not have virtuosity. That's right, IMDb describes it as a virtual reality simulation created using the personalities of multiple serial killers manages to escape into the real world, and an ex-cop is tasked with stopping its reign of terror. Denzel Washington and Russell Crowe are the stars of Virtuosity. Take a listen to the trailer.
Crime prevention facility. One man has been recruited to play a simulated game. The objective, to hunt down the ultimate virtual reality killer, Sid 6.7. There's only one problem. The computer changed the program. Now, he's in the real world.
He's interactive.
On your knees, now!
He doesn't enjoy the game unless he's playing against his favorite opponent, and that's me.
From the director of Lawnmower Man.
He's recreating mass murders.
So you're saying Sid's a cop?
Sid 6.7 is intent on improving the original.
Denzel Washington.
Just because I'm carrying around the joy of killing your family inside me doesn't mean we can't be friends.
Virtuosity.
Game over.
This movie I thought was awesome. I was wrong. It is hard to find. It is only available right now on DVD on Amazon for $8.99.
Okay, guys, we're going to take a short little break. But we will return to that podcast, as nasty as it was, or as, I don't know what they call it. But either way, we'll be back right after this. So stay tuned.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I bought 5 copies for everyone that needed to watch it before the show. Definitely check it out. You will love Virtuosity. It is nutso. It is nutso. Okay. So we will see you next week for that. And now first, before we move on, I want to throw the mic to Blake Harris, who sat down with one of the important members of the Last Dragon team.
Hey, Paul. This week I spoke with director Michael Schultz to discuss his film, The Last Dragon. For those unfamiliar with Michael, he started out by making a name for himself as an actor and theater director in New York back in the day. Then, in 1972, Michael Schultz segued into film and television when he was given the chance to direct a TV movie called To Be Young, Gifted, and Black. So one of the first things that I asked him about was what it was like for him to be young, gifted, and black, moving out to Hollywood in the early 70s. And here's a clip from our conversation.
And it was a fortunate time because when I came out to LA, it was 1974. And there had been a lot of social agitation in the streets to open up the avenues for so-called minorities and women to get in, because all the unions were basically a nepotistic setup. Right. Passed down the jobs from father to son, and so the Hollywood, the studios were ready and looking for qualified so-called minorities so that they could say, okay, we're doing our, the blaxploitation period had already kind of woken up Hollywood to realize, hey, there's an audience out here that we have been neglecting, and we can make some money. We're not going to let any money sit on the table. So those forces were at play when I came out. So, and then plus the fact that I had the skills and I had a depth of experience with actors that they were hiring, that just kind of opened the door for me to get in, get a foot in the door, and once you get in, and if you have the chops, then fortune kind of opens up,
After directing To Be Young, Gifted, and Black, Schultz was able to find several opportunities in the television world. He directed episodes of shows like The Rockford Files, Beretta, and Starsky and Hutch. Then, during the second half of the 70s, Michael Schultz directed a series of popular films like Cooley High, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, and also a couple of films starring Richard Pryor, Car Wash and Grease Lightning. And then, of course, as we all know, he went on to direct The Last Dragon. So we spoke at length about how that opportunity came about and what it was about the film that attracted him.
I was working on some project, which I can't remember what it was, with Suzanne DePass at Motown. Suzanne DePass, you may not know that name, but she discovered the Jackson 5. So she was Berry Gordy's right-hand person at Motown. And the one that I had worked the music deal with. So we were doing something, and I was in her office, looked on her desk, and we were talking, and I just turned the script over and said, "What's this?" It said, "The Last Dragon." And she told me that it was kind of a parody of Bruce Lee, and they were...
All right. I'm sorry, people. We're going to have to cut that off for right now, but we'll be back with the rest of that as a special edition at speakerstudio.com. We'll finish that up. But if you've forgotten or you don't remember, you can go to www.speaker.com/user, and you can hear me publicly at 996-3968. We'll be right back with more. Give me about 10 minutes. We're back. We'll finish that podcast, and we'll play some music and take requests and dedications right here at speakerstudio.com. You can call in live. It's your show. I'll handle